Right, everyone, welcome to another installment of Project's Tea House, and today I'm sharing. That was a test. Anyway, today I'm sharing the space with none other than the NinesFGC from my dear NGL gang. What's up, Nine? How you doing?
What's up, brother? Glad to be here.
Happy to have you, man. For those of us that don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself, bro.
I'm kind of new to competing, but I have been playing NRS games since like Injustice 2. I really started to get out there with Mortal Kombat 1. And yeah, once Sektor dropped, like I knew this was the character for me. She's just too cool.
And man, she fits you like a glove. And many of us that know Nines, we've seen what he can do online within the tournaments we've had in Vanish Brawls. We see him across several platforms, basically showing off what Sektor can do. And today is going to be no different, except that you all get to ask the questions. You get to share a little bit of insight. We get to have a moment inside Nine's brain for a second, pick a little bit of his brain and ask some questions, learn the character, had some fun. You all ready?
I'm ready.
Sup? Oh, there's Johanna. Hi. Hello there.
Let me see the stream chat. Uno.
Yeah, we want to be able to at least answer your questions, so I'm gonna give you a minute to write everything down, and we're gonna address them as we go. But for now, I do want to ask Nines, what is it about Sektor that has sort of given you a competitive edge over other character? What do you attribute your wins with this character to? Talk to me about that.
I think kind of what helps Sektor stay dangerous and what makes her super interesting is she's got super unique mobility. And I mean, the first thing anyone sees with this character, of course, is her zoning, but the mobility is what helps. It's like the glue that binds all the rest of the kit together. Her wave, I don't know how well I'm doing it right now, but her wave dashing in both directions is really strong. She's got her boosters. She can get tricky and double up on them. She's got this. She can cancel. A lot of stuff like that.
Her
and then just the way she plays mind games with it all is so cool.
Love that, love that, love that. Okay, so a lot to do with mobility. I've seen quite a bit of hop setups that you do and stuff that just confuses the heck out of me. So I can't wait to touch base on that. It's gonna be later on. But I want to start on the basic. Can you describe Sektor game plan? What type of archetype is Sektor? When we're looking at Sektor, could you break them down so for us dummies that don't really understand the character from the very basic?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think Sektor's interesting, and I think she's got one of the clearest archetypes in MK1. She's definitely like the game's premier zoner, without a doubt. Slight Stephanie reference there, but like she wants to be kind of keeping you at a distance at all times. That's also why I play Mataro, so I can get the heck away when I'm feeling like you're getting too close or I'm not comfortable, and then I can just reset and sort of I call it the obstacle course. I put the missile obstacle course out there for you to deal with, you know?
How are you, in that space, how are you dealing in a meta that's so oppressive, right? We have Striker, we have Homelander Farah, Striker anything basically. We have characters like Melina Tremor, Reiko Tremor that really shine at the up close space and are so oppressive and really have several tools to get in your face and do what they do best, which is just delete you life bar. How are you adjusting to this meta?
It can definitely be tricky with a character like Sektor, but she's got one of her best tools for dealing with that, and there's ways around this for the other characters, of course, but knowing your gaps against your opponent, like knowing where their gaps are, lets you get this out. Which, if you're like me and you want to play a character like Mataro, you can get the heck out of there if it doesn't hit, or like if they block it, I mean. So that's a big part of her defense, but it's also a very telegraphed part of her defense. So a lot of it becomes knowing when to throw out jabs on like staggers, knowing when to poke your way out of pressure, and just trying to really like not be scared to stand your ground, even though they're right up in your face.
I like that. All right, carry on with the breakdown of Sektor. Tell us about this character, man. What is it from the very basic that completes Sektor's toolkit?
Okay, so what completes her toolkit? So her zoning tools are her main kind of like bread and butter. When she starts the game, she usually wants to just back up and throw out one of these. If you can get them to block one of these, you can sometimes get one of these out. And that missile's fun because you can aim it. You can aim it up. You can aim it right in front of you. Right on you. And so forth. So it becomes kind of like a not like a mix-up, but like a guessing game. Like, where's she gonna want you to go? And if you don't go to the right place, you either are blocking a missile and are very minus, or you're just not up close where you want to be. That's also why I like to tend to send this missile down more often than not, because it protects my space and lets me get more of this going.
There is Spanish in the house anyway. Sorry, thank you.
Hey. All right. And then if you need a really quick check on movement, she's also got this missile. And then hold still, don't block anything. The reason I like my team is because if they want to counter zone, or if they aren't, if they're not crouch blocking but they're neutral ducking, you can get a little combo off of that.
Okay,
which
so
that's not the full
that
combo,
straight
of course,
missile is
but
a mid.
yeah, when EX'd.
I see, I understand.
Yeah, and then high when you're not.
Makes sense. Man, I'm in trouble because I like to duck them a lot. So what I'm understanding here, Nines, and please correct me if I'm wrong, is you are controlling most of the projectiles on screen, whether it is their direction, where they end up, or whether it is where they stop with the air missile. Am I understanding you correct?
Yes, so I have to hold forward to make it go full screen. I can neutral, and it goes like middle, but also sometimes if I notice you're getting too close, I can do a close one. And it hits like right there.
So if I am getting hit by those, that means you're reading my movement, essentially.
Yes, yeah, and it's a lot of predicting with this character. But with a character that's so heavy on predicting, you're also trying to like bait. If you can make a move the way you want them to move, then you can start using your buttons to maybe open them up for combos.
I see. So if I'm approaching you, could you throw some bombs and whatnot? I just wanna. So there, you're kind of reading that I'm gonna be around this area. So if I see, like right there, you just read that one hit in front. Yes. Did you read that I was gonna try to forward dash?
So I threw out the missile kind of close to me to protect my space. I saw that you blocked, and I was already on the way up. So since I saw you blocked, I was like, time for an overhead low mix-up.
Interesting. So it's kind of like I'm getting mixed without you being in my face. That's scary.
A little bit. It's like a way to set up some plus frames so to establish the mix-up game.
So how should I be approaching Sektor then?
So this overhead is, I want to say, I don't think we have frame data tool on right now, but I want to say it's like 24 frames on startup.
Let's see if we can call you a liar. Go for it. Oh, spot
nice,
on.
24.
That's my goat.
I know my numbers. Let's go. So yeah, so you block that. I'm plus 47 there. Now, granted, block again. Plus 58, but look, it takes me a minute to move up, right?
Right.
So if you're trying to defend from me, I am often going overhead because, fighting games, most people block low by default. But that overhead is kind of slow. So you can sometimes get away with challenging it. You can up block.
Oh, there I could.
You can
I have no gap at all.
here try to
maybe
try to armor
out.
me at try to armor right after missile.
Yeah, I got it. There we go.
So that's a good way out. When I notice you doing that, hang on. Then I can do that because that's a nice little armor breaking move.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And it's a low. So you got that low overhead mix-up going on, plus the chance to armor break.
Is there ever a time where I don't want to be in your face? I know I'm getting zoned out, but this sounds terrifying.
Okay, so stand right there and block. So now you've just blocked that, right?
Yeah.
I'm plus 10, as we can see on the screen. So a lot of characters who can move fast and who have maybe good advancing normals might try to move up after that. But that can be a mistake.
I see. That's probably me. I will get caught by that for sure.
It can be scary. And then I could also choose to back off. And then maybe whiff punish and approach.
I see. D on the chat says the overhead is reactable, but it's hard to press with all those plus frame from the missiles. That's very true. I just got punished for trying to press.
Yep.
Okay, so talk to me about this, Nines. Let's say I am here. I'm in your face. I finally made it through your wall of projectile. I've been swearing up and down at you, calling you spammer, hoping that I get close to you. And now I'm here. What should I be looking out for here, right as I'm up close? And what are your options, really?
Okay. So, if you're playing against me, who loves to be Sektor Mortaro, and who is looking to get out of your up-close pressure, do Ghostface. Yeah, do that.
I got you. Oop. There we go.
That's how I'm looking to get out most of the time. And then I can end my combo like this and right back to the zoning game.
So is there any counterplay to this then? Well, right now I'm playing Ghostface, but as a character, what counterplay do I have to you just armoring out and then being full screen?
Okay, so if you can keep it gapless with, say, an ambush cameo,
like this,
or a string like that, or something else that keeps things gapless, yeah, that's a good way to do it. If you do just 1-2, and then if I don't have Motaro, I'm eating shit for that.
Yeah, you're dying.
Okay. That said, if I do have Motaro, do it again. Bait the. I'm out of there. Okay. Now there are characters who can punish that. I don't think Ghostface is one of them.
Ghostface absolutely is one of them.
Ooh, show me.
Well, not once you do the Motaro teleport, but I can bait Motaro, for example. And this is where character knowledge and of course labbing goes into place, y'all. So I'm gonna do 1-2. You're gonna armor out.
Yep. Oh. See, I jumped because I was holding up for the Motaro.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh. That is a good bait. That's gapless, huh? Nice.
Now another one is this has a gap.
Yeah, right at the end. Ooh.
And I can combo from it, so. Oop. Oop.
Let's try it again. Oh. Oh, yep.
And then the party starts from there.
Yep, I got smoked.
So yeah, it may take practice, it may take call out, but if we know that Sektor is wanting to escape because they don't want us in their face, then we can have our option preset at that point. So there is that.
Yep. Yeah, and then once you start to know you've got an opponent who's like really, really hip to the Sektor armoring out game, then you really have to start kind of playing a lot more traditional defense. You have to kind of know what their options are off their best strings. Yep, and then try not to get mixed.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And then her jab's not bad. 7 frames, good stagger. If you can stagger, leave them plus, you can start doing weird shit like that.
Okay. What are some of the things that when you're playing, let's say you're playing someone, you do something and you realize, man, I really got away with murder. What are some of those things that make you feel like you got away with murder? Whether it is due to character unfamiliarity or it is situational unawareness from whoever you're playing with. What are some of those things that you could say you more likely should have gotten punished or should have died for XYZ?
Okay. Number one thing, can I have you hold stand block? That is like the fakest thing ever. But I cook so many people online with that because they're not expecting me to do a missile here. But you can literally just do that. Just walk up and punish me. That's not real. Okay,
and
now I need to get better at doing this. It does, and it's rather frustrating. Hang on, I'm gonna try EX missile. Do the same thing. Even EX missile disappears.
My goodness.
So you cannot missile there, but I can start to do that instead.
If I think you're gonna missile, I'm gonna get smoked. There it is.
And then I can. Back to the zoning game.
Makes a lot of sense.
Every combo can loop back to the zoning game. But yeah, go ahead.
With Sektor having a full screen, a lot of chip damage, anywhere it hits you on the screen, fatal blow. What are my options against it?
Against which piece?
The fatal blow.
Good question. I know certain teleport characters could probably punish it after blocking. I think a lot of times you just have to hold the chip damage. Like if I... We're not low health. Hold on. I'm player 2, right?
Yep.
Give me 1%. Like I think you have to hold that.
I do.
You don't want to move. Out. Hang on, not that.
Yep, I have to hold that.
Yep. So that could be a useful like last breath type situation. If you know they're going to be able to block the missile, just throw that out. Also, I guess jump at me. Bro, that broke the...
That broke it. Man, my head, if this connects, I'm just going to flip my shit, bro.